Bump, 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 bump. Oh, teeth. Ow. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's wait for it. There we go. Woo! Not bad for a living room setup at all. Right, the stay-at-home, outward-bound expedition experience. What I'm going to do is talk you through 5 super easy tasks that I want you to do to kind of recreate the magic of an outward-bound expedition experience. And usually this is a case of we would spend the day with you guys and we would, for example, walk to the top of a mountain, find a campsite somewhere, suitable campsite somewhere, pitch a tent, cook your own food, make yourself a hot drink and chill and probably just reflect on 1 or 2 things. So let's stop messing about, let's get straight into it and let's start talking task number 1. I want you to build your own shelter in your room. We are essentially going to be roughing it for the night. So you're not going to be sleeping on your bed. So I want you to recreate a tent. So all I did was get a couple of dining room chairs, a piece of old wood that I had lying around the house, chuck the blanket over the top. I got a couple of old books to just use as weights to weigh the sides down, and pegs to just make sure things didn't slide around. Mine is absolutely rubbish and expect you to do a much better job. Task number 2 is make that space nice and comfortable and cozy and warm. So get your duvet and your pillows and your cushions and chuck them in there. I'm using a sleeping bag because that's what I've got. Make it as comfortable as humanly possible for yourself. Task steps number 3 and 4. You are going to create some comfort food. Yep, super easy. Just warm up some milk on the hob. Get a couple of bricks of your favourite chocolate and chuck that in there. Keep an eye on it because it can boil pretty quickly, and then when that's done, just pour it into your favourite mug and boosh, lovely stuff. All you have is powder form hot chocolate. That's fine, use that. If that's your favourite, fantastic, use that. Then what you want to do is, if you want to recreate the essence of toasting marshmallows on a campfire, what you can do at home is lightly toast a piece of bread, put some marshmallows on top, put them under the grill. Watch these babies, they burn really quick and they will get smushy and mushy very quickly. Take them out, get another piece of toasted bread, stick it on top, mush them together, and you have got the finest sandwich this side of Mombasa. If you don't fancy that, make your own ham salad, sandwich, quinoa sandwich, whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. Quinoa sandwiches, are those a thing? So for the final task, so what I want you to do is go over to your window and just crack your window open just a little bit, just let a bit of fresh air in. And then go over to your shelter, climb into your tent, wrap yourself up in your sleeping bag, take a sip of your brew, have a bite of your butty and just enjoy the fruits of your labour. And then what I want you to do is get a pen and piece of paper. And I want you to just sit and reflect for a minute over the last 12 months and think about what kind of challenges you've had to overcome in those 12 months. Have a think about your success stories. What are you most proud of? Maybe you've got a lot more patience than what you used to, because let's be honest, we're not used to spending this much time with our families as what we are doing. Maybe you did a lot better in a test than you previously anticipated. Write them down and you'll probably get to the end of this and realise that actually you've achieved a lot more than you actually thought. And then once you've done that, I want you to then write a letter to your future self. So imagine we're back when all this started, back in March 2020. You wrote a letter to yourself and you right now are sat there reading it. What would that say? And I guarantee that letter would be completely different to the one you're writing yourself now for your future self. Maybe you've got some bumps in the road that you can anticipate that are going to be coming up on the next 6 months. So have a think about those skills that you've learned. How can you apply them to better facilitate this potential issue that you've got coming up. Yeah, and just imagine you sat there giving yourself some solid advice. And that's it. Fold it up, fold it over again, and write on it in case of emergency, all right? And then just pin that up to your notice board if you've got one. Put it on your alarm next to your bed, whatever, it doesn't matter. And the next time you're feeling like a little bit blue, a little bit stressed, maybe you're on a conference lesson, I don't know what you call them, a Zoom conference lesson, class, whatever. Maybe you're on one of them and maybe you're feeling a little bit fed up, or you're not being able, or you can't engage with it as much, or you're feeling a little bit stressed. Crack open this bad boy and just have a reread about everything that you've written to yourself. And yeah, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how far you've come in the last 12 months. And you'll be surprised just exactly how much stronger you are as a result of the last 12 months. So that's it. To very quickly recap, you want to build a shelter or a tent, have as much fun as you want with that, make it as comfortable as possible, pillows, sleeping bag, etc, etc. Make something to eat and drink, and finally just follow those instructions on reflection and writing a letter to your future self. And yeah, any ideas for future videos, we'd love to hear them. Just let us know down below. And if you do take photos, don't forget to tag us in them at Outward Bound UK, I think, on our social media. You'll find us. And yeah, just let us know how you get on. All right, guys, take it easy, stay safe, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.